tree crawlers, the ones that swim in the water, the standstill nation, you call them the trees, the four-leggeds, and all the two-leggeds, and all your ancestors, all of them, 49 years back, 49 generations behind us, 49 generations moving ahead of us. We all need to begin to become one family of humankind, to come together. We want to say thank you to Kamas as an entire family, and to the Mexicas. We want to say thank you to the Arapaho, to the Apache, to the Comanche, to the Kiowa, who have walked this land before us and blessed it with their prayers. We want to say thank you. We want to say thank you to your ancestors for their prayers, because we are all one humankind. When we cut our arm, we all bleed the same. Let's stop dividing. We also want to say thank you to Joshua, Unshi grandmother. We want to say thank you for letting all of us be alive on this day to come together. This is a new day of life. It's a new day for each one of us. And in each moment, we can create a new way of being. The paradigm of power and greed must die. We must replace it with prayer and love and peace. And we must take care of the children and Grandmother Earth. We cannot be idle anymore. We must all wake up. And when we went to Sundance, we want you to know that there were thousands of people praying for that person in the White House who remains nameless because he does not deserve to have his name spoken. We are united, and he cannot take away our voices. There is no reason to hide. There is no reason to cover our faces. We are all, this is our land. This is everyone's land. This is everyone's mini-Wichoni, everyone's sacred water. We want to thank Lakota Law for helping the water protectors at Standing Rock and Cheyenne River. We want to thank Tom Goldtooth of Indigenous Environmental Network, who's been out fighting the pipelines for 30 years. We want to thank Danny Sheehan and Chase Iron Eyes, who have beaten in the courts in North Dakota. It is everyone's prayer that everyone be come out of the prisons, everyone who's been misguided, and that they release Red Fawn. And we ask that you keep in your prayers Grandmother Earth and everything that's sacred. Remember, every interaction, if we talk to the next person and the next person, and we consider that a sacred ceremony, imagine how fast we can change the world. If we can just smile at one person that we don't know, a stranger. It may be their most horrible day, and our prayer or our smile might be the thing that lights them up for the entire day. We don't have to be activists. We don't have to do anything special. We just have to be human beings. Respect, and who know that we are all one family. We are here to take care of all living beings, all of us. And it is absolutely miraculous that all of you have come together on this day, in this moment, that we have all incarnated together to change this world so that all these young people will have a planet to swim in and have water to drink. It doesn't matter if you feel you can't come up and stand in front of people. Pray from your heart. Matsuro Emoto has a book. If you haven't seen it, go get it. Where he had people aim prayer and energy or hate towards a water molecule and showed how it could change. That's all it takes is prayer and love and peace. Each one of you is a beacon of light. Look at all this light that's out here. There cannot be any darkness anywhere on the planet as long as one candle is lit. Inside each and every one of us is a light, is the creator. We all come from the same creator, Wakatanka, the great mystery. We are all relatives, And if we start acting and walking together as relatives, there is nothing and no one who can own your thoughts. There is no one and nothing that can own your heart. There is no one and nothing that can own your voice. And there is no one and nothing that can stop you from creating the world that you want. It is your want. Nothing is impossible. Every being here is divinely guided. Nothing is impossible, and it is not our birthright to survive, it's our birthright to thrive! Thrive! And all the ones that come behind us must thrive, but they won't thrive if we don't step up. We must step up, we must unite, and we must work to change this planet so that we leave a better legacy. We need to leave a better legacy. We need to spread our love. And we need to be kind. We need to have integrity. We need to have respect. Donkashla, we ask Unchi Maka, Grandmother Earth, we thank you for the food and water and shelter that you have given us all of our lives, everyone standing here, and we ask that you bless each and every being that's here. Two-legged, four-legged, winged ones that swim in the water, the creepy crawlers. We ask that you bless all the ancestors who have walked these lands, and we ask that you help us on this day to walk in strength, to walk in respect, to walk in integrity, and most of all, to walk in kindness, to remember everybody needs somebody, and there are many who walk alone. There are many who are homeless. Look at them, smile at them, don't walk past them and not look at them. Keep all of them in your hearts. We are one family. We are one family. Let's say all together. We are one family. 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 And we want to ask that we stop dividing ourselves by our labels, by our races, by one spirit, two spirit. Let us just be human beings. Just human beings. Wapila Mitaki, I say thank you, Tunkashila Unchi Maka. Thank you for this honor, Tomas. We love you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
This land is your land, it's mostly your land. You've taken our land and turned it into a wasteland. Some tried to protest, but you couldn't care less. Oh, this land is used for corporate greed. As I went walking that privatized highway, I saw above me a smoggy skyway. I saw below me remains of democracy. Oh, this land is used for corporate greed. With politicians for sale to the highest bidder, we pay their taxes and we get their litter. There's no clean air and the water's bitter. Oh, this land is used for corporate greed. To maintain power, the news they shower is infotainment. To make us cower, the facts are nonsense from gilded towers. Oh, this land is used for corporate greed. Race and religion and and social justice, oh, they mean nothing, lest they search profits. We've ceded our power to corporate insurance. Oh, this land is used for corporate greed. This land is your land, it's mostly your land. You've taken our land and turned it into wasteland. Some tried to protest, but you couldn't care less. Oh, this land is used for corporate greed. We have allowed them to undermine us, but now it's time to make some more progress. We've ceded our power to corporate insurance. Oh, this land is used for corporate greed. We say it's time to bring back our nation, bring people out from incarceration. But we've forgotten that this land was made for you and me. We're going to start off with a version of 500 Miles by Peter, Paul, and Mary that was rewritten by Harry Gregory, who's in this crowd somewhere, who a lot of you probably know. And yeah, we're going to start off with that one. So. Our children's eyes want us so when they see what we have done. Can't let them see the world this away, this away, this away, this away, this away. Can't let them see the world this away. If you love the world we share, then you know what we have done. You will hear the silent spring deep in your soul, deep in your soul, in your soul, in your soul, deep in your soul. You will hear the silent spring deep in your soul. If we stop to look around, we can leave the path we're on. The world we love will give us all we need. All we need, all we need, all we need, all we need. The world we love will give us all we need. Release the love you hold inside. The way we live is how we die. In the end, we value what we share. What we share, what we share, what we share, what we share. In the end, we value what we share.
Status to divide us. We know that they're willing We know that they're willing to tell people that their jobs and that their children and that their schools will be at risk if you vote against oil and gas industries. We know that. Now it's time for us to combat that. When you talk about these things, make sure you tell them that their health is at risk, that their children are at risk. It's not about what political stance you take, it's about staying healthy, because without health you can't go to work. Without health you can't go to school. Without health you cannot live. So make sure you tell everybody that. Marlo.
Did y'all hear about...
And I was so thrilled to get the chance to see Greta.
Today. It is so amazing to see all of you. It's just so much people everywhere you look, and it's very overwhelming. Thank you so much for coming, every one of you. It is so great to be here in Denver, in Colorado, with all of you. So much nice people, everyone is so wonderful. Thank you so much. We recognize we are on indigenous land of Arapaho and Cheyenne. Yes, and this is real hope. This is what we are seeing right now. This is the hope. The people. This is a movement with millions upon millions of people telling world leaders to act on the science, and we are demanding a safe future for everyone. And that is not something you can continue to ignore. It is we young people and future generations who are going to suffer the most from the climate and ecological crisis. It should not be up to us to take the responsibility, but since the leaders are behaving like children, then we have no other choice. The older generations are failing us, and the political leaders are failing us. But we will be watching and holding them accountable. We will make sure they will not get away with continuing like now. Because we, as young people, are tired of constantly being betrayed done by those who are supposed to work for our greater good. We are here because we care about the future, about what we one day will leave after us. And the political leaders can't seem to think beyond the next election, and that needs to come to an end. For well over a year, young people from all around the world have been striking from school every Friday, demanding world leaders to take this responsibility and to unite behind the science. They have not done that. The people in power continue to ignore us and to ignore the current best available science. How dare they? How dare they leave this mess for their own children to clean up and solve? How dare they pretend that they are doing enough when the politics needed are still nowhere in sight? How dare they ignore the countless of people all around the world who are suffering and dying today because of the climate and ecological crisis and the ecosystems that are being destroyed? They are indeed not mature enough to tell it like it is, so we will do it for them. We still have this in our own hands, but to do our best is no longer good enough. We all need to do the seemingly impossible. We didn't start school striking because we wanted to. We didn't do it because we wanted to gain attention or because it was fun. We did it because someone needs to do something. And that someone could be me, it could be you, or anyone in this crowd. You don't have to wait for someone else to do something. No one is too small to make a difference. Never forget that. And we will go on every Friday for as long as it takes. The next big global strike is November 29th. And we must prepare ourselves to go on for a very long time, unfortunately. But that will not stop us. We are rising and we will not back down. We will not beg the people in power to care and to act, because they have ignored us in the past and they will ignore us again. We will instead tell them that if they won't do it, then we will. The world is waking up, and we are the change. And change is coming whether you like it or not.